It is very interesting to see what the ticker is capable of when outside of price manipulation. Today marks the third day in a row of manipulation-free price action. Our topside target met with absolute accuracy, and I'm very excited to put another thread of analysis tonight. Welcome back to the channel on this happy Monday. This is ARCa. Let's dive into ticker symbol FNGR. Let's kill him. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive in to ticker symbol FNGR in the hourly chart. And I'm just going to go ahead and point this out, man. This is the manipulation chart that we've been observing here using the ARCa composure algorithm, right? Noticing these yellow X's. Of course, I have it in the hourly time frame to consolidate some space, but several manipulation strikes happened all through every single day here. If you've been watching the channel, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Right, team. So, and this is why I'm actually congratulating everyone here on the third day of price action. Of manipulation-free price action. Right. So, notice. Just take a notice. Just take a quick gander of this. Right. This is what happens when there's no manipulation on the chart. Damn it. All right, so so it's looking pretty good, team. All right, so I guess this is going to be maybe one of the last shout outs here, as I am approaching the completion of the entire enrollment process for the ARCmasters trading course. So definitely get in touch with me on ARCmasters course at gmail.com. This is a 16-week mentorship, and I have been promoting it now for about 3 weeks, and all 30 seats have almost been taken. Yeah, I think all of them have almost been taken. I think I'm probably trying to squeeze in another couple in there, because of just the whole ARCa. Is it still available? ARCa, can I do this? Can I do that? You know what I mean? So I'm trying my best here, team. So I guess this is going to be the last call out, or at least among the last ones before we close the enrollment sessions here for the master's course. So it is set to start on November 11th between 9 and 10 a.m. team, and I will be sending out all of those packages tonight and tomorrow. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chart. All right, so this is actually very good. I need you to notice here that we have 3 white soldiers formation, right? So this is it is technically a bullish formation, and I know we've actually experienced pullbacks before upon these 3 white soldiers, but the upside has continued to the upside despite that, right? So I just want to kind of point that out here. And this, of course, this was we were set to continue on to the upside here, but then Capybara decided to be crappy and barred us like this, right? No pun intended and all that wordplay there. So, and then here too, right, we got another 3 white soldiers formation. It did eventually meet its upside though, right, to 725 from that bottom side, or the opening of this candle down at 492. So it was impressive. We're looking at another 3 white soldiers print here, and well, it is a bullish formation, and it is suggesting a continuation to the upside. And seeing some of the momentum indicators here, this is looking pretty damn powerful. FNGR here on the daily time frame, stochastic momentum with an upside pivot, and volatility expanding with an upside pivot. We're getting a bullish crossover upside of the SMA 14 on the RSI, and we're about to get a bullish crossover in the MACD as well. Okay, definitely we're looking at diminishing bear pressure down there. Okay, team, so this is looking pretty okay considering the downsides that we've faced. Okay, so it looks like there's definite buy-side conviction here, and the bulls are not ready to let go of their position. Okay, team. So now, as far as the short thesis is concerned, as soon as you start breaking the resistance levels of these types of candles here, meaning that you're breaking now into their invalidation zones, this is kind of an invasive move from the bulls. And it would suggest a continuation. So if we did get a slight pullback here to 601, I would not worry. In fact, I wouldn't worry even if it was just slightly even lower than that. So let's go ahead and point out those targets right now. Okay, team. So it would be 601 to, I of course, I need to be entirely discretionary about this, right? To, I would say even 595, it would still be okay for price action to reach down there, as it would allow some bulls to get long this asset and continue on to the upside. And also 4-hour 3 white soldiers, right? So that's looking pretty good. So now remember, team, that we do have, I guess we can consider this the inverse herpy derpy here, right? So let's go ahead and take note of that. That's your shoulder. This is the head, and this is the shoulder here. And let's draw in that resistance line, or the neckline, right? So that neckline could be located right about here, and that means that now we can take into consideration price objective, right? So take it from the very bottom side of the head to that neckline and apply it to the top side of the right hand shoulder, in this case this zone here, and that is suggesting a top side target of about $6.88, and we shall validate that, right? So let's see if there's anything with maybe a geometrics. Are they suggest? Yeah, actually, yeah, 676 here at the 2-spot 618 golden mean. We now have a resistance range, right? So let's go ahead and put that down just like this, right? 676 to about 688. This is pretty much what I'm looking for, right? So of course, please remember, team, that we are potentially going to face a little bit of a pullback first, so we can load some of those bulls and then continue onwards and upwards, right? So please notice as well that today we faced a resistance of the 1-spot 618 at $6.12. Price action came up to a high of $6.15. Pretty damn accurate. Okay, team, so I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing here. Let's move on to the next chart and see what else we have. Okay, so, right. Oh, man, this is already starting to happen, right? Damn. All right, so yeah, these resistance zones, team, here it goes. Look, this was, I mean, you can't get more accurate than these targets, right? I mean, please notice we already had 615 as a resistance here, 615 to 638 with a focus of 623. We got a 615 grab perfectly on the money. And I said that, you know what, it would be great for us to start getting ourselves into this zone here, because we would start to chop around in this area here, right? So now if we were to face a pullback, guess where I already have that support? Take a look, $6. We talked about a 601 retracement. And of course, right, it can still come back down to around 5. I think I said 585 or such. Let's see. Yeah, 595. Sorry, it'll still be fine, right, team? But I'm liking what I'm seeing here. This is an absolute completion of this what is the right angled descending broadening wedge, right? So this absolutely worked out as per the plans, right? We got tight targets for that upside, team, and it looks like we're still on our way towards that upside. Okay, team, so please be very careful how we proceed from here. But let's move on to the next chart and see what kind of edge we have here too, right? So actually, you know what, it would be interesting for us to look at the linear regression bands in the hourly time frame. So let's see. Okay, well, yeah. I will put out a little bit of a warning here that 595 may not be the very bottom side. In fact, I would correct it to 580 to 575, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so let me go ahead and correct it to 580 to the bottom side of around 575, I said, right? So let's do it. Yeah, I guess it does have a high correlation to the EMA 21 down here, right? So, right, the reason why I'm saying that, team, is because we did close the hourly time frame below the regression band. So this, you know, we may face a resistance here of that 615 to 617 top, and then we could actually retrace back down to those levels, right? Being first between $6 and 595. And the secondary area being 575 to 580. We need to keep an eye on both of those targets there in the event where price action does reject entirely, right? So, and I'm sorry, I know that this is supposed to be 575, so I will adjust it ever so slightly, just like that. Okay, team, so yeah, this is actually a pretty important thread of analysis that we're putting together here. Hourly time frame RSI is suggesting a continuation to the downside to find support from the SMA 14, right? So that is the this is looking more like the $6 to to 595 zone, right? So now if we do look at a further downside in the bi-hourly time frame, you can see here that we're already printing a bearish engulfing here at the top side of a formation and the resistance of the linear regression bands. And take a look down here, SMA 10, EMA 55, perfectly at 575 to 580, and definitely the RSI suggesting a massive downside here to reach the gravitational zone and the SMA 14 support before a continuation onto the upside. I will have to say that I almost am favoring the 575 to 580, but please remember that I'm giving you two ranges, so then you don't tell me, ARCa, you said it was going to go lower. I didn't get long the asset. ARCa, you suck, right? So hopefully I can provide you with two different zones in order for you to get long this asset, right? So let's move on to the next chart here, team, and see what else we have. So yeah, we already spoke about the three white soldiers. It's looking pretty good. In fact, the daily time frame is already getting a bullish crossover here, team. So it's looking pretty darn good. All right. So the next resistance level that we can face here as a top side, as at least as far as the daily time frame Gaussian band is concerned, would be at about $6.51, and that is in respects to getting our first daily closure, clean closing outside of the mid band from the Gaussian band, the Gaussian channel, right? So yeah, this is looking mighty bullish, and yeah, I would say first we would face a resistance here anywhere between this gap here. We already spoke about it, but this is definitely another reason why we would, is as there is a tiny little gap right here located between 619 and 615. So yeah, tiny little pullback there. We'll probably get that pullback down to around 580, which is the top side of this candle here, and the bottom side of this candle 575. What do you know? Nice. Right, so we could be looking at that support zone before a continuation on to the upside. All right, team. So let's see, and what is this saying here? Yeah, 593 to 604, not bad. All right, team. So now, as far as the RSI is concerned, I think that I was looking at this as being just so much consolidation, which is kind of annoying. Right. But so, yeah, the immediate short term is showing that kind of consolidation. The bi-hourly we're already looking at as a potential retracement to bounce off of the SMA 14, aka maybe the 580 to 575 cent zone. Let's see, the 4-hour time frame is in the gravitational zone, which could face an upside pull, which means that this actually gives higher validity towards the bi-hourly facing a support here from that SMA 14 and the gravitational zone before a bounce to the upside, thus pressuring or cascading into the larger term time frame for an upside pivot here, right? So same situation here with the 8-hour time frame. It is now outside of the gravitational pull, so this can actually continue onwards and upwards. Okay, so now focusing on the 12-hour, the daily, the 3-day and the 5-day, I think we should probably kind of stay away from these for now, as they are suggesting some things that I'm not sure can be fulfilled just yet, except for the 5-day, because this 5-day is going to close on Wednesday, market close, and this is already suggesting that it could get pulled to the upside because it is near the gravitational zone of the bull weakness percentile, team. So this is looking pretty bullish. I do expect a continuation to the upside, but please brace yourselves for a potential pullback before a continuation onto the upside naturally, right, team? So you know the risks, you know the targets, and you definitely know to get in touch with me for the ARC Masters trading course, okay, team? Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Never, forever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night, and I shall catch you at the bell mañana. Adios. Yeah.